Okay guys, it is roasting hot, we're in the middle of a heat wave, but package 7 has just arrived. So you can see we've got a few pieces, we've got bits from 52, we've got 53 and we've got 54, and of course we've got the beautiful head there. So let's head into this. I really need to work on these puns and get on with this build. Okay guys, so I'm afraid I'm actually going to start this one with just a little bit of a complaint. Because you see here we have these parts that are left over from issue 52. This new part from issue 53, which feels quite heavy and is probably metal, I can throw away. Because believe it or not, the instructions for part 3 have for part 53 have absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the parts you get in issue 53. It is purely stuff from issue 52. Even the screws that are in here are from 52. So, while I'm melting in here, because it is really, really hot, let's start putting some bits together. So, got this bit, with this very, very tight piece. That's very tight. So that is going to come here and clip in, well, not really clip in, but you've got this little peg here, going to go through there. And then this piece, which the next stage is going to come on over the top, squeeze it all together, and then 2 screws will be put in here and here. So if I grab my screwdriver, let's pop them in here, and one more. See, this screwdriver just about reaches these ones, which is nice. Which was it? This hole here. And now we have a big fat piece. And we're going to make it very slightly bigger by taking this piece and putting this metal hinge in through this hole here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So I think it was just a little bit twisted there, so that we'll do that, and that's it for that part. And finally, for this piece, we put this, we've got a little T section just here for this, so let's straighten this up a little bit. Oh, that is stiff. And pop that into there. So that's going to be where it goes in. So consider that's then going to connect to here at some point. I'm guessing that is about as long as the Triceratops is going to be. That's pretty big. But yeah, that is it for issue 53, and everything I've used came from issue 52. That is just naughty. I could have done all this in the last issue when, you know, I put a couple of these bits together and I clipped these 2 pieces on here. But no, they wanted to send me a single metal piece that I don't even use. That is naughty. I don't like that. But hey, that's issue 53 done. let's go on to issue 54, and maybe we'll use the part from issue 53. Okay, so I've opened up this piece from the last issue, which, I don't know how much you can see the silver in there, but this is metal, and quite a nice little piece there. You know, should have been used last week, but last issue, but it wasn't. Now on top of that we have a long grey piece. We have a we have decal. Nice. Right, we have a few packets of, well, quite a few screws there. We have a long side piece, which I guess this is going to come over like that. Wow, that makes it heavy. And we got a bunch of other pieces for the tracks. We've got the wheels and some more decorative pieces. So to start, we're actually going, if I just sort of empty this on the side, because I think I'm going to be running out of space very quickly here, because this is going to come here, and this is going to come, well, that's slotted in very nicely here. So that is like, I just want to adjust this piece very slightly because I think it's, yeah. So now put this in there, touch this under here, and now I need a screwdriver with a bit of reach, and I want to open up some screws. Okay, so let's take this screw and put this in first. So we're going to do it right through this hole here, and then the next one, and these are the screws that you have the most of. That's how I identified it. You have more of this than any other, so this one's going to come right in here. Just going to attach the whole thing. So that's there, and that's there, and there we have pretty much the length of the Triceratops. Why is my chain? Ah, that's why. And I'll turn the lights on again. Okay. So with that all in one piece, the next thing to do is, as I suspected, we take this metal piece and pop it over the top of here and use a silver screw on the inside, and that will be, I think, that hole, yeah. So we'll go into this hole here. So I'll take this silver screw, and just put it in. I'm guessing this is going to attach here or something like that. So on this camera you should get a bit of an idea, not that it wants to stay in one place, but there you go. That's sort of an idea of what it could start looking like. Oh, and the very next piece is the lovely decal. Very next piece is this lovely decal, so let's put this in here, and that needs the other screws that we've got, so these screws. So this is going to take the two other screws. We've still got 4 screws and a spare from the ones that we used first. Oh, look at that. Useful bit of useful bit there. Okay, it is now time to do a bit of clipping, and it looks like we're doing absolutely nothing with the tracks this time around. I mean, at least, like, unlike last time, we're doing stuff with like the current issue instead of doing everything from the last issue. Just use this just to make sure that there's no... There we go. See, I've been doing this, like, I've done a few Gundams recently, which I personally think I did pretty well on. But one of the little tricks is just taking off a little bit of the marking from there, and then these both go in here. A little bit more the markings. Look at that. And that is it for these two issues. So we've got some wheels here. We've got parts of the tracks. We've got the treads that go around the tracks, and we've got this piece. Hopefully they'll be used in the next one, but for now, that is how big the Triceratops is going to be, how long it's going to be. If I put this, so I think it's going to attach here. Obviously there's going to be more pieces to it, but yeah, that's starting to come together. I like that. Anyway, on that note, I'll see you on the next video.